The first year I came to this event, I thought there would be a reading of 25, maybe 30 names. That was as horrific a scenario I could imagine. This was based on the fact that I never really heard about trans people being murdered. Not hearing about it equated to me that it must not be that common. I was stunned as each name was read, and it continued on and on and on. I was horrified. I felt a surge of anger. Why don't we know about this? Why is this not something that we spend energy changing? Why am I not learning about this on my news? I can say that today it is still what I find myself thinking about and feeling. How is it that we are going to read 226 names, and most of these names I will have never heard before tonight? These people were removed from this world with violence that is grotesque, and then they were made invisible. Every year we meet here and we do this very strange thing. We think about people we have never met. We say names of people we will never know. We feel emotions for people who have never crossed our path. Yet we are drawn here year after year, and together we have moments of feeling horror, intense sadness, gratitude for our own lives, and fear. It is a strange thing that we do, and it is a strange world that we live in that this is even necessary. Then comes the statement that invariably I hear every year. That's only the number of people we know about. That sentence takes my breath away every year. It is only the ones we know about, removed from the world, then made invisible. I have been thinking about these victims of someone else's hatred and intolerance. I also have been thinking about another form of violence that is common in our community. On October 1st, 2014, there was a woman I never met who touched my life in a way that I will never forget. She was similar to me in that she was transgender. I'm using the word was because this woman's life ended on October 1st. It ended at her own hands. As I became familiar with her letter explaining her decision to end her life by suicide, I was reminded of my own decision long ago to die. I have been told many things about myself in relation to my own trans identity. Some of those messages included that I was sick, pathologically wrong in some way. Another message was that I was immoral, unloved by God, an abomination. Still for others, I was strange, unloved, not to be trusted, off to a degree that was somewhat suspicious. As these words and statements rattled around me, some of them found their way inside of me. They bounced around my heart and my mind. Soon they started to congeal with my own thoughts, my own feelings, my own beliefs. And I found myself believing that I did not have a right to be in this world. I found myself without hope, lost and broken, and I planned to die. The process out of this despair was a lengthy one, but it started with this moment. The moment that I was told, and I was able to be open to believing that maybe they were wrong. Maybe, just maybe, I was not all those bad, hateful things that others had said about me. And maybe, just maybe, I had as much right as anyone to be in this world, a heart beating in my chest, breath flowing in and out. The maybe turned to assurance. It slowly became the thing that I believed more than the hatred. The life-giving message, you belong here, became the main message that I awoke to and the message that lulled me to sleep at night. And it was communicated to me through you. Through our connections, I learned that my life was important. Year after year, we show up here and we can be reminded through our intention and love that no person is invisible and no person should ever disappear. That message is the message to take away from this night. The deaths of the people we are here to honor are not their defining moment. Their defining moments were in the living, the courageous spirit of saying who you are, even in a world that does not fully understand and often reacts hatefully. Their defining moments can meld with our defining moments. The choices we make from here are ours, and no person has any right to tell any of us that we are anything less than a complete miracle. It is our right to be here, on this earth, for this time. Our lives are sacred. Our courage and bravery is in showing up every day to our lives exactly how we are. And our connection to each other is life-giving. We stand here today with the known names of 226 people. We stand here today with the unknown names of the people that died through murder and through suicide. Those deaths are all due to the hatred and fear in a world that does not honor the beauty of diversity. But we can and do honor the diversity each time we connect and see each other. I see you. You are not alone, you are not invisible, and I am so glad that you are alive. Take a breath and feel it fill your lungs. Let us continue on in this world with the courage of our trans ancestors who we invoke here today. Let us not shrink away from one another, and let us dare to believe that we are meant to be in this world, reminding each other along the way. Let it be so.